All right, we are live. Welcome back, everybody. And for those of you waiting to watch this stream, thank you very much for waiting. We really appreciate you being here. It's a pleasure having you here. And yes, we've been having a lot of connection issues with YouTube. I'm not even 100% sure this is going to hold until the end. I'm hoping it will. I'm hoping those were the last connections and things go back to normal now. But if the stream falls midway or something odd happens, like someone goes mute or you can't hear me, please bear in mind that there might be a part 2 to this. All right. So, without further ado, let's say hello to our protagonist here. Is we have a group of divine champions. All of the members of our parties are demigods, and
oh no! Oh no! He's
I
gone.
think he's cutting out again.
Yeah, he already died.
I've noticed I cut out again. So let's try this again.
He did.
All right, let's try this.
What we heard was demigods.
All right. So going back to the start, we have a group. The premise of this campaign, there were player characters who are trying to create the next chapter in the cosmic chaos of the multiverse of D&D, and all of them share a common interest in the Far Realm and its Eldritch Horrors. They have their own different reasons why they are interested in the Far Realm. Some of them want to clean the Far Realm. Some of them want to have the Far Realm destroyed forever. Be as it may, they are also learning how to survive and how to navigate all the layers of deception and politics and dangers and that exist within the pantheons of the D&D multiverse. And with every step forward that they make in their investigations of the Far Realm, it seems that the madness of this place seeps deep, and so as they get madder, as they get more and more insane in their research and exploration of this place, it seems that the Far Realm is creeping ever closer to their reality, as it seems that the forces here are beyond simply mortal comprehension. It seems that they are able to warp reality. And our demigods have been learning while there's a lot more out there that they didn't know about how things work in the multiverse. It seems that the knowledge about the Far Realm is kept secret as a secret by many of the gods, and for the few who know more about it, that might be because it is something that can be powerful to know, or it might be simply because it's something that can make you insane just by learning. Seeking the impossible answers and perhaps an exit to this place that they are currently in, and perhaps salvation for their sanity. Our party's in this briny, or I should say brainy, maze where truths are layered as well as flesh and gray matter, and reality itself has several layers overlapping and superimposed on each other, and they have no idea what is this place, who built it, and not even what they are going to encounter here. They came here in an exploration mission, and they are still stuck in here. All right, so let's get to know our protagonists, starting with Arathis, our god of harmonic flow, a draconic monk devoted to balance that is now testing if his harmony extends to not getting electrocuted by sentient lightning rats. Arathis Aratis, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Greetings. Things are not going as smoothly as I would like, let's be honest, between our streaming issues, and my belief system is being challenged quite a bit amongst these fellow demigods, but also with the frustrations of everything we're encountering in this, putting me to the test.
Very well. You did cut off for me a little bit after, but I hope everybody could hear that.
It's the name of the game today, right now.
Yes, connection is a gamble tonight. It is not a given. It is. Don't take your connection for granted. I guess that's it. All right. So. Next in line, we have Ixtihu, protector of wild magic sanctuaries, and Ixtihu is our druidic guardian, who was the one who discovered the rift that brought the party to this place, and he's now forced to battle creatures that eat minds for sport, and he has done this in the past, but surely this feels slightly different. Ixtihu, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
I am most vexed, most horribly vexed. This place continues to baffle me, and thwart my every effort to get back. It is confounding.
Very well, very well. And next we have Arleth, our god of holistic knowledge. Arleth, who is a seeker of cosmic truths. He is now also an unwilling collector of cryptic dragon ramblings and a professional introspector, if there is such a thing, or perhaps someone who is just getting more and more mad as things progress. But certainly he has quite a deep insight, and he has gained the ability of think about things very deeply and ask questions that makes others think about things quite deeply and question themselves and their own beliefs. Not sure if that's really a good power or perhaps a curse. Arleth, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
Well, the power to rewrite other people's beliefs is amazing for Arleth anyway. He's sure happy about it. I think at this point, I'm just hoping that I don't have a literal dragon explode forth from my pocket as a result of the last session's events.
Well, yeah, let's hope. Fingers crossed. And then we have Lumpa, our mother of goddess of blade singers and the mother of the force, master of balance between light and darkness. She has now memorized far too many of the Amethyst Dragon's last words, and she has also gathered a group of followers in the most unlikely of the places. I guess you can see a pattern there. Huh? It seems that your followers go to the very same weird places at the edges of the multiverse that you do. But she seems to will her patience she wills her patience until a certain point. Then there is something on her that just switches, and she goes from she's the nice, patient, light-bearing mother of the force to she's a killing machine that obliterates everything in front of her. So yeah, things can go really dark really fast. Perhaps this is just her sanity breaking. I don't know. Lumpa, say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about how you're feeling tonight.
As much as I balance things, life can be chaotic in the pendulum between good and evil. Now that we're out of that dragon's ramblings, I'm glad I could find one of my fellow Twisteds and bestow a part of my power onto him. I know Mr. L will do well. And oh my goodness, these yellow creatures are so cute, but I wish they would be gone. They seem to be a great adversary in front of us.
You know what I'm starting to realize, Lumpa? What was the name of your instructor, your mentor?
Elmster. I remember long ago.
Hmm.
I wonder what happened to him.
Yeah, it's Elmster, Mr. L. It's quite a strange that you have someone following you that has kind of a strange ring to the name.
I just wish I was my astral projection before I had to meet him in person, but hey, I'm glad I can be here in the flesh.
So if it is him you want to pay back for what he has done to you. Very well. And then finally, last but not least, we have Manimarco, god of purity of soul, a righteous crusader now facing an existential crisis. What if the true corruption isn't from the far realm? What if the true corruption is coming from the creation? What if his perception and his senses are triggering him to believing that he is on the right side, on the righteous side, but in fact is just a trickery, just a deception to his senses? Those are some deep questions, because, you know, perception tends to be someone's reality. And questioning your own perception means questioning your own reality. And now he has to deal with these tiny yellow rodents that they're electrocuting everybody and seem to heal each other with electricity. Manimarco, a bit about how you're feeling tonight. Are you a little bit less confused? What is going on?
Wishes he had a bigger pair of boots on to stomp on some rodents. He's currently ignoring all of those big philosophical problems and focusing on the more pressing issue of, God damn it, why won't these things just die already? And what are the rest of these people doing? He's very, very focused on not getting murdered by rodents. That would be a very embarrassing way to die, and he would rather not.
Very well. Very well.
More embarrassing than eating 5 far.
He would have gone further if he could.
Well, Pain is a very weird creature to begin with, and he doesn't know what shame is. So there's no embarrassment for him at all.
I hope to visit his star.
Very well.
He will come back one day.
He might. After all, he is a star. In the literal sense. And well, let's just remind the audience a little bit of what happened the last time. The party bid their farewell to Loarnizel, this ancient amethyst dragon that has been locked in this place for who knows how long, and was, well, magically lobotomized by his own companion, who was afraid that his capacity of concentrating in multiple spells would have completely obliterated all the gods in this party. And well, he crushed this mind crystal, or whatever that crystal was, and with that he crushed the mind of the dragon, and the dragon kept rambling over and over verses that kept repeating, and the party, it heard so many times those verses that they actually memorized. His companion who did that, Gossa, a wizard, was mourning the loss of his friend and petrified himself. The party then left the two of them in that part of the dungeon where they'll probably stay forever, and they were determined to press on. They prepared themselves with the best spells of mind blank and non-detection and whatever else they could think about. And they decided it was time to go to a more dangerous part of this place. And they managed to open yet another seal gate that was barring their path. And with no choice but to continue to try and either solve this Eldritch puzzle or perhaps to find an exit out of this madness, they ended up finding another battlefield. Scattered across the next chamber they arrived were Mind Flayer corpses, torn apart in what seemed like a vicious battle, at first glance at least. But then they started to investigate deeper, and paying a little bit closer attention, it appeared that they were not killed by fighting an unknown horror, but as you guys examined this scene closer, the truth revealed itself as the battle and the corpses in their position, they were all staged. And something apparently was still inside the corpses, burrowing, feeding. And as you guys approach, those creatures start to leap out. Yellow, rat-like creatures with crackling electrical and psychic energy erupting from them were consuming the remains of the Mind Flayers. And they attacked the party almost like hunters in a pack, coordinating their strikes, healing each other with electricity. The creature seems to have a particularly special type of hunger for Mind Flayers, or perhaps for intellect, as they seem to be consuming that. It suggests that they are some sort of natural predator, or perhaps something far worse. Yes, and now in the middle of an all-out battle, the demigods are trying to fend themselves off these psychic predators while uncovering the deeper mysteries of this maze. What are these creatures? What made them? What is next? The air seems to be humming with a psychic and electric energy. These creatures seem to be adapting to the fight as they go along. You guys managed to take 2 out of them out, and the maze continues to be a strange, brainy place. Will our survive this battle? Will they go further? Are they going to catch one of them? Are they going to catch them all? I don't know. Let's begin. Let me bring you guys back to the briny maze where you're fighting. Yes, Cthulhus. That's what you're fighting tonight. Oh, you start the session fighting Cthulhus.
Pika.
Or more like let me show the audience. Yes, look how they look like, the Cthulhus. Aren't they fun?
Legend, I think I need a couple more conditions on me, by the way.
You don't have enough. You don't have enough.
We talked about this last week, but I really feel like there's a few more things I need to.
Okay, let's add some flying there, some haze. Oh no, you already have flying. Are there any conditions left? Are there any conditions left for you to get?
No one's cast haste on me. I mean, we were talking about it earlier.
Very well. All right. So let's reopen our initiative where we ended up last time, and we had ended up at Money Marco at the top of the round. Money Marco, what would you like to do?
All right, I'm going to take 10 seconds to survey the battlefield real quick.
Very well. 10 seconds is like 2 turns. Would you like to? Would you like to? Would you like to just wait? They've released this massive wave and washed all the bodies, and the entire field is covered in water, shallow layer of water across the. So yeah, that's making the electricity a bit more fun for everybody. Many Marco.
I've rolled my 3 attacks.
Excellent. And which one is the target?
The one to my left.
The one to your left. Very well. That creature is stunned. And because you were attacking from where you are, you have advantage.
Well, I could reroll. Oh, that's the wrong one, but sure, we'll count it anyways.
Roll three d20s to see if you get a nat 20, because all the other 3 attacks will hit.
No, I rolled 3 times. Nope. Okay, so just the damage then. So
No. Roll. You gotta roll extra 3 flat d20s. Just roll extra 3 flat d20s for us. Let's see if one of them is a nat 20.
Oh, they just appeared.
Oh, they just appear. Okay. All right.
yeah.
All right. So there's a lag there. All right.
Like a ticker tape. All of a
Yes.
sudden, they all just went
Very
down
much.
the screen.
Very much.
Don't ask me why. Just
Yeah.
roll connection for tonight. All right, I've got
Okay.
2 more damage rolls to make.
Yeah. It seems to be the theme of tonight. Is it?
All right, there we go.
All right. So you have first. Let me try and make sense of the amount of numbers you put here. Let me open. Let's do. So the first attack you were giving 33. So those are 3 attacks, right? So the first attack you're giving 33. The second attack you're giving 33. That's 66. And the fourth attack, you are giving 29 points of damage for a total of 95 points of damage. What is the 26 at the end there?
It just roll. It just roll the
It
next
just roll one.
Sorry.
Okay.
Ignore the last one.
Ignore the last one. All right. 95 points of damage as you are smashing this creature on the ground, and you can hear it as you hit it the last time. The creature stops moving, but I have to say, you hit it 3 times, and it does have this static electricity field around it. And every time you hit, you take 2d10. Was it 2d10? Yeah, 2d10 back from the static shield. So that's 1, 2, 3. A total of 44 points of lightning damage back.
Can I cleave?
Is he one square off from where I took the water away?
Yes,
Does he need to be south?
Yes.
He need to be south. Can we? Is there a way to like? Here, I'm just gonna draw something.
Yeah, that is square. That is square. Is one
That
square
one doesn't
off.
have water.
Yes.
Okay. Is that fine for me to do that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right. So.
Can I cleave into the other one since I killed that one?
Yes, that creature is not. Yeah, you kill by not by that much.
Okay. Oh well.
And as you do so, you've noticed that all the other Cthulhus and around you, suddenly all of them just turn their heads, some of them turning their heads 180 degrees to look at you. And they're all staring at you with this very creepy gaze, as if all of them are coming for you next, Money Marco.
That's
Not creepy at all.
Then. It's not that. No problem here. It'll be fine. I'm gonna end my turn right there.
Very well.
Yepers.
Arathis. Arathis?
Go.
You cut off. I didn't hear. Either you cut off or I
Okay.
did. One of the two.
All
Can-
right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
He
Legend.
Yes.
died.
I could
Okay.
hear you. Go ahead. You apparently you couldn't
All
hear
right,
me.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, he's just gonna go around and try to stunning strike all these guys.
Very well. Which remind me, the other two there that you had it on the floor are no longer stunned
Yeah.
because it's the start of your turn. Very well.
Yep. So it'll be for the stun, same thing, rinse and repeat. I'm boring. Stun and also knock prone, but stun will make them prone. So,
Very well.
All right, so first attack on this guy is a 29.
Yeah. That will hit.
All right, so
Their AC 16. But every
Okay.
time you hit, just think 2d10 back.
I'm not. I'm flying.
You still get the d10 every time you hit.
Oh, I know why. Okay, that's right. If I throw it, I don't get it. All
Yeah.
right, so I'm learning my lesson again. All right, so that's the damage, and then they need to make a DC 22 con save to avoid the stunning strike, and a 24 con save for prone.
Fails both. You take 16 points of lightning damage back, and the creature is stunned and prone.
All right. So now we remember how this works. Okay.
Very well.
So from that point, he is going to throw Peacekeeper here at this one right here. So this way he won't take the damage.
Okay.
Same thing. This one's already prone.
Yes.
Oh crap!
And
so
you
I'm
took
at disadvantage.
and you took 16 points. Yes.
Which puts me at 275. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm at disadvantage on this attack, correct?
Yes,
'Cause they're
correct.
prone?
Yeah.
Okay. So throwing Peacekeeper at them.
Very well.
Oh, that nat 20 would have been nice, but it still hits.
Very well.
So here is the damage plus a D8. And same thing, give me the 22.
Okay. The 22, it rolled a 21, it failed, but the 24, it rolled a nat 20 and it passed. What was the
Okay.
24?
Well,
Was for the prone?
The prone, but the stunning
Okay.
strike will make them prone anyway.
Okay.
So the 22 was for stunning strike.
Very well.
A range of 30 feet. Okay. So then that's 2 attacks. This one. Oh, that's correct.
Okay. So topple is a dex save, correct?
No, it's a con save. So
Topple, the target must succeed on a dex saving throw or have the prone condition.
have I been doing con save this whole time?
Yeah.
All right.
And also
That's-
your
I
topple.
apologize.
That's all right. Yeah. And it's coming from your weapon. I just want to check if
Why
your
does it
peacekeeper
say
is giving you
con save?
any bonus.
Is it the stunning strike that's a con save?
The stunning strike is a
Stunning
con
strike
save.
is a con save.
The
But I
topple is a
cut
dex
and
save.
I cut and paste topple and put it in my description.
Is it because you're a monk and con saves are a common thing?
I don't know.
All right. So if you are doing topple, the DC for your dex save on the topple is also 22. By the way, where is the 24 coming from?
I don't know, Legend. I cut and paste. I'll edit it.
That's all right. That's all right. I'm just checking. So let me re-roll for the past 3 saves.
Okay.
It's saying my connection has been interrupted, but so I don't know if I'm gonna cut off.
Okay.
But let me re-roll for him for the last 3. All right. So yeah. So for Dex, these creatures have high Dex, as you can imagine, as a Cthulhu.
Okay.
So it passed. It passed the Dex save for the previous one, but it's a stun, so it makes not it. It's just not.
Yes.
It's a stun, but it's not prone. And the other one to the north.
Okay.
Stun drops speed to 0, but doesn't take you down the floor. And then you have the next one passed as well. So with that, it's a stun, but it didn't pass the stun, but it passed the prone. So it doesn't necessarily need to be prone. Oh, it was prone before, so I'm gonna keep it prone because now it's a stun, and it can't get up. Very well.
Okay. So, flurry of blows needs to be 2 unarmed strikes. Okay. So I can't throw. Gosh, sorry about this, guys.
That's all right.
I'm gonna get that one in the back.
Everybody's learning 2024. That's how our audience knows it's not scripted.
Yeah,
it's actually we're just playing
seriously.
live. That's how D&D works, guys.
You know what? I think I'll take these. We're gonna move up here. Flurry of blows.
Yeah.
As a bonus action, and I'll go ahead and just unarmed strike this guy with Peacekeeper.
Very well.
So I have advantage this time because he's prone.
Yes.
24.
Very well. That will hit.
Make the appropriate saves.
Yeah.
All right, so 22 con save, for
22
stunning
dex.
strike, and 22 dex to avoid prone.
Very
And then
well.
I need to know what my lightning damage is.
It failed both.
Okay.
So it's stunned and prone, and it takes that's 19 points of damage, and you take 2d10 back of static shield. Oh, that's the wrong dice. 2d10, 11.
11. Okay.
Yeah.
It's so what sucks is I have redirect and deflect attacks where I could send the damage back to these guys, but it's just going to recharge them, so I'm not doing it. As my
Yeah.
Well, it's good to use your legendary reaction to hit again since you're taking damage.
It's fine. It's fine. And then I will move over here and rinse and repeat. This is my last stunning blow.
Very well.
On this guy. No, it's just a straight roll. That'll
Okay.
hit
Yeah.
for that, and then you know the 2 saves that need to happen.
Yeah. It passed, and it passed the stunning strike with a nat 20, and but it didn't pass the topple one. So
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna
it's
use
not stunned, but it's prone.
I'm gonna use my inspiration to make him re-roll that the stunning strike one, please.
Okay. And it rolled another nat 20.
No.
Oh, I was
All right.
screenshot. I'll
No, it's fine.
screenshot
I
this
get
for
ya.
you.
I know. It's all right.
Let me hide the. Can I hide a stun message? No, apparently not.
It's okay.
But
we
yeah,
believe you.
I'll screenshot for you. It's pretty amazing. All right. So yeah, that creature is not getting stunned. You smack as hard as you could, but maybe that's the alpha, because that one didn't get stunned.
Arathis looks down. Interesting. You're a little bit more tougher than the others.
Yeah, that's a special one.
All right. And then I need my my damage.
Very well. 2d10. That's another 11 points of lightning damage.
Oh my gosh. All right.
And
This isn't an attack roll though. Am I correct?
no, it's not.
Yeah, so I can't I
it's-
can't deflect it.
No, it's
Regularly.
yeah,
That's why I have-
it's just static electricity that keeps overcharging around the creature,
Yeah.
and every time you approaches the creature and you hit it, that electricity just zaps at you.
53. So I think Arathis is going to. I mean, he's got plenty of movement. He's gonna come. Yeah. This way he can't really be targeted as much with that chain lightning, and that'll complete my turn.
Very well.
Legendary action.
Yes, go ahead.
I will attempt to Misty Step since I know I'm not in the same layer as them.
Oh, yes, folks. For those of you who haven't been following up for too long, these guys have discovered there are 6 layers of reality overlapping each other. If you are one of, we are calling that they're rolling a d6 every time they use a teleportation or a transportation type of spell. They ended up in a random layer of reality. They all look exactly the same, except that if you are in one of the top layers, like number 1 or number 2, etc., just like a podium, you can see that's mainly the only difference between layers. And right now, all the majority of the party is on layer 2, Lumpa is on layer 6, and Ixtihu is on layer 3.
I'm gonna roll in D&D Beyond because I don't. I think I'm gonna get another 3 if I roll on here.
Oh yes, Lumpa has been getting one tree after another.
Layer 5.
Very well, Lumpa. You're back to you are now on layer 5, and you see nobody. So you know that you're not in the right layer. And Ixtihu, what would you like to do? I can't do it as well as you do.
You have too much fun doing that, don't you?
Yeah. But I can't do it. You got to do it. It's now that you have the good mic, we got to be able to listen properly.
Well, Ixtihu is going to, because he is tired
Wait, you
of
can't
this.
roll your R's? Time out. You can't roll your R's, Legend?
Yeah, I can, but that's the sound he's making is like a half
Yeah,
a whistle,
that's not
half-
rolling R's.
half a whistle, half rolling R's. So
I can't roll R's either.
go ahead, Ixtihu.
I can do a lot of things with my tongue. Rolling my R's is not one of them.
Can we edit that line out, Legend?
I mean that in a 100% non-sexual way, by the way.
Yeah, let's. We need to put a
That's-
context
Wow,
warning
wait
ahead
a
of this
minute.
video.
Subtext, pretext.
I'm
This is
going
longer
to-
PG-13. All right.
I'm going to go over that in a non-sexual manner. I made that comment.
Of
okay?
course.
It's too late. It's too late. The damage.
Fix it. No.
It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway, Ixtihu is bamps away and reappears in an instant, like 5 feet behind him.
Hello.
We can now. Yes.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
So yes, I was cut off, and I didn't hear what the actions you've declared, Ixtihu. This is. I'm gonna screenshot here to you guys how my chat on YouTube looks like, so you can see my pain. This is what I'm seeing now.
The actions that I declared were he's casting Storm Door
All right.
to teleport 5 feet, and
I don't know if the audience can still hear me, but yeah, I have.
did you hear what I was saying?
No, I heard and that, and then it got cut off.
It put me on layer 1
Very well.
of yeah.
You roll a d6 and you went on layer 1, so now you can see everybody. They can't see you, and they can't hear you.
And because that is a magic action, casting Storm Door is a magic action.
Yeah.
He is then going to blink step back to where he was. So that's another d6.
Very well.
And he's still on layer 1. Wow.
Yes.
The
Still on
the
layer
D&D
1.
Beyond dice are not much better than the Roll20 dice.
This
And then
very tricky
as a
place.
bonus action, he's going to Moonlight Step back over to here. Oh, jackpot!
Very
Finally
well.
back on layer 2.
Finally, you are back to layer 2, and you can now hear the rest of the party, and you can hear the cracking of the static electricity in the air, yeah, you can look around and you can see the Arleth, the Githyanki party, as well as Mr. L are all standing back and waiting for you guys. So, Ixtihul, what else would you like to do in your turn?
Okay. Well, now that I'm here and I can see that all the ones with the orange dots are prone or
Yeah.
incapacitated.
Very well.
Wait, no, like what's the orange dot again? Is
The
that
orange
prone?
stunned. The orange dot is stunned. Can you hear me? The orange dot is stunned. Can you hear me?
Oh, stunned. Stunned.
Stunned.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. He's going to move over to this one. He is still flying, so he's not touching the water. And that is going to be the end of his turn because I think he's out of things that he can do. You
Okay.
know, barring
Very well.
barring legendary actions and such. So.
Very well. And it's now the turn of that Big Cthulhu that is right over there, prone and stunned on the ground. And I have, as a reminder, I have rewritten the stun conditions for my sessions because, well, otherwise it's just too damn boring for the players. So they stun. It's still very penalizing condition. Just the only difference is on action economy. On the turn. On their turn, a creature that is stunned can take either an action or a bonus action, not both, and it can only make one attack. And it can't take reactions, and it's going to cast Chain Lightning, of course, and it's going to aim the Chain Lightning at Money Markle, his buddy over here. Let's see, this is within 30 feet, yeah, his buddy over here, and even Ixtihul. So very well. So with that, you guys gotta do a Dex save, Money Markle, and Ixtihul, you gotta do a Dex save DC 18 to avoid 47 points of lightning damage.
That's... Oh, no.
And because Money Markle is another 50% on top, yes. Very well.
Oh,
Yes, can you hear me?
okay, yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, very well. So, Money Markle, because you're standing on water, I was adding 50% to the... but you roll a nat 20. So, how did you re-roll that into a nat 20? How many times did you...
I didn't re-roll it. It's just...
I
connection
just-
being...
Okay, all right. So, we have... with a 22, you pass. So you take... you are standing on water. So for you, that is a 71 points. So 36 points of lightning damage, Money Markle. And...
Very
Ixtihul,
cool.
you've passed. No, you fail. Oh no, you pass. It's a DC 18,
Yeah.
and so you take 24 points of lightning damage.
And just real quick,
Yeah.
while I'm in Mana Marco's aura, I am considered to be in bright light, correct?
I don't know if it's
Yes,
bright light, but it is light.
it is light. Yeah.
But I mean, okay, so it's not dim light or darkness.
Yes, correct. Yes, yes.
Okay. Then,
And you guys notice that those creatures that got hit by the lightning, the other Cthulhus, are all restored to their full health, as that massive bolt of electricity, chain of electricity, just flew through the battlefield. And Arlith, what would you like to do?
I will cast Disintegrate, and I will target the Cthulhu that is on Ixtihul right now.
Very
Ixtihul
well.
Right now. Let me push the button, actually, instead of just saying things. Tech save DC 27 for 72 points of damage.
Well, it's a dex save, so the creature's stunned and automatically fails. And it takes 72 points of force damage. It's still standing though.
That
Still
is
there on the ground.
scary.
Although it looks a bit older than it did just a few seconds ago.
That is scary, but all right, that'll wrap me for now. I will not move. I'm fine right here with these sidelines.
Very well.
as a legendary action, if that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, as a legendary action, Ixtihul is going to swing his glaive around and transform himself into a cosmic horror.
A cosmic horror. Now that's, I have to say, that's a very strange choice for Ixtihul. Turning into one?
Well, it twisted my mind when I was fighting it, so he's a little more fast and loose with the crazy these days.
Very well, very well. Let me bring a cosmic horror to this setting. And that's such a pretty picture of the cosmic horror. The audience not seeing. There you go. Look how pretty, guys. And it is a gargantuan creature. So it should be this size. Very well.
Gargantuan? Oh no. Can it even fit here?
Yeah, it will. The squares are usually half of the size. All right. And let's put here Ixtihorror.
Ixtihorror.
Ixtihorror. And very well. You should be able to control that token. Double check for me, please.
Yep.
Very well. That was a shape change, a wild shape. What was the?
That was a shape change. Yeah.
Shape change. Very well. I assume you're still flying up in the air.
Yes, he is still hovering just off the ground.
All right. So I'm not going to transfer all the markers, but there you go. You know,
Well, I think
were.
The things like the invisibility and whatnot are no longer applied.
No, those are no longer. Yes,
yeah.
Those are definitely out. And then you have still, but the mind blanket and non-detection are and you still have the mind link with the telepathic bond with all the others. So
Right.
this
And
is
in this
still,
form, I think I still.
and you still have
I
the
actually
exhaustion.
get, okay, very good. All right.
Very well. And with that,
I think he should be there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Since he was right next to the.
yes, that is
Okay.
correct. All right. And with that was your legendary action. Loompa, what would you like to do?
First things first, as a bonus action, she will Misty Step. See if she gets into the lair first.
Very well.
Come on. I'm in the same layer again.
Yep.
You know, Lupa just thought about something. She's not in the same layer, so they can't hurt her. So she's gonna go on ahead and move forward to explore what's ahead. Past the Cthulhu's.
Very well.
She has 140 speed, so she'll go 20.
Past where I am.
Yeah, so all you guys just start to see Loompa just like dart and dash around.
Wait, we
But
see we see you?
Yes.
You know, I'm in a lower layer. I can't see you, but you guys can see me.
Oh, okay.
And when I get to here, what do I see, Legend?
It really does seem
All
like we
right.
chose the worst layer to stay in.
I know.
What do you see when you arrive there? Well, there are more corpses of mind flayers, apparently where those other Cthulhu's came out from. And there's not much more to declare here. It's pretty much it looks exactly the same, but you can see that some of the corpses of the mind flayer have been torn in half. And something definitely ate or emptied their skulls from the inside. The first nook there to the north, you do see something. The wall in this alcove is knotted like scar tissues, and you think around the corner there, the wall is swallowing something. Or the remains of something.
Well, what I will do is, as an action, I'll dash, so I get another 140 feet. And I will go down the alcove on the left, and as I get over to here...
Yeah.
3 feet. What do I see as I get here?
Oh, yes. As you arrive there in that corner, two tapered metal rods protrude from either side of this alcove, 20 feet apart from each other. A folding cot covered with soft furs and a portable writing desk are deeper into the alcove, and a jackal-headed woman sits at the desk. She looks like this.
And then I will use, as I get closer, using some of my movement. Do I see electricity going through these rods, like a field?
Yes, but you can't hear it.
Okay. And as I approach, I say, "Hello, hello."
And she doesn't notice you.
If I can see her and she doesn't notice me, she must be on a lower layer then.
Yeah.
I think. But
Yes.
she doesn't know what layer specifically. As I get a little closer, what do I see on the desk and all this stuff? You know, these papers and such.
Excellent. So, on the desk, as you are looking at the desk, you see what seems to be a bunch of scrolls and perhaps some experimentations. You can see that she has collected samples and she's looking into the different samples. You see she has scrolls with symbols and things you don't understand. And as you roll investigation for me.
Natural 20.
Excellent. Now roll a sanity save.
That's a handy save.
Sanity save, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use a lucky, and then I'll roll 2. Well, let me guess. Let me look at the notes again. I have a plus. I have a 24, so plus 7 to them. All right. we'll just roll 2d20s and then we can add.
Very well.
14.
14. You lose 1 point of sanity.
Yep.
Whatever
And then
is
from-
that, whatever is, and it seems to. It's almost as if this creature has quite some senses. It seems to be preparing something. It's writing on the. It's doodling on the papers with some symbols you don't understand, and it's studying and it's carrying things around and keeps observing. It's
You said it was just standing around looking at stuff, and then you cut out.
okay. All right. So, as I was saying, back in Theros, in the abandoned temple, seems that she's doodling on these pages as she's studying something in a rudimentary petri dish in another table, and she looks at it and she studies notes, and she seems to be reading other things. She seems to be quite busy studying this and trying to learn something about this maze. This is what you can deduce from her behavior.
And then as my haste action, I'm just going to utilize, and I'm just going to like study and observe, and I'll write something in my blank book.
Very well. And Lumpa, you've noticed that looking at those pages is affecting you. So, do you want to continue looking at it?
No. I want to. I need to remember the mission on hand. I do see the rods here, and if I'm putting two and two together, this is the next goal.
Very well.
But I will observe specifically her as my haste action then, just to see what this thing does.
Okay. All right. And with that, is now the turn of the Cthulhus, and there's two of them. One is stunned, one is not. The one that is stunned is going to release a static attack on the Cosmic Horror. Cosmic Horror, you gotta do a XT Horror. You gotta do a DC 18 intelligence save, or you're gonna have muddled thoughts for 1 minute.
Alright, I guess that uses my intelligence, uses my normal stat block.
Yeah.
Wait, that was an DC 18 you said?
Yes.
Okay. So I passed.
Very well. You take 18 points of psychic damage and roll a concentration check for me.
There's a check.
Very well. And
26 passes.
Yeah.
And I am resistant to psychic damage.
so you take 9 instead.
So yeah. And I guess that's 9 from my temp HP.
Yes. It's on the token. You should be able to see it. Then with that, in fact, let me do something here because that bar is covering half of the screen. All right. And that's the end of that creature's turn. And then there is the one there at the back who is very angry at Arathis, and it's going to move all the way over here. And then it's going to release. Is this guy within 30 feet? Yeah. It's going to release a lightning bolt. In the first one here, that will go to Arathis, Money Markle, and his buddy here. That's a chain lightning attack again. And you guys gotta do a Dex 18 to avoid 40 points of lightning damage.
Hooray! 29.
Very well. So you take 20 points of lightning damage.
Evasion.
Oh,
Evasion.
yes. You don't, but Manny Markle, you gotta roll a concentration check. In fact, you gotta roll 4 for me because you took damage the last time as well.
Everyone got below a 10, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna like just ticker their way in.
Very well.
None of them were below a 10, but I assume they haven't popped up for you yet.
No. We are waiting anxiously. Let me put some drum rolls. Perhaps that's what.
They're in the end characters chat.
Very well. Oh, we can see the in character, but not in roll 20. All right. Very well. You pass all of them, and that's the end of that creature's turn. And well, the Githyankis are standing back at Lumpa's instructions, so I'm just going to remove them from the initiative so we can do this rounds faster. And there is one more there on the ground, and that one is going to do synaptic static at XT Horror. And XT Horror, you got to do an intelligence save, DC 18, and to avoid 27 points of psychic damage.
I'm gonna use inspiration to reroll. Actually,
You don't need to. You have the auras and the aura of Money Marco that you are in, so you've passed.
Oh, okay. Right.
And you take 14 points of psychic damage, 7 because you're resistant, and roll a DC 10 concentration check for us.
Yep.
Okay. So I was just waiting for the roll. So you passed the concentration check, and by the way, I'm going to give your psychic damage back because you're no resistance. You're immune. You have mind blink on.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Oh yeah, I forgot I casted that.
So if that, you guys are immune while mind blink is ongoing, and that it's 8 hours spell. So you guys throughout this entire fight, you're immune to psychic damage. All right. So if that, Money Marco, what would you like to do?
Give me a sec. I'm waiting for roll 20 to load back in. Okay, there it goes. Well,
Money Marco, since we're back at the top of the initiative, actually, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick bio break of 10 minutes, and we'll be right back, everybody.
Oh, Legend, I also, you were gone when I said this, but I'm gonna have to leave in about an hour.
Okay, all right. Thanks for the heads up. Let's take a quick bio break. 10 minutes. We'll be right back, everybody.
Sounds good.
Very good. Very good. So let's return to our combat. We had stopped at Money Marco. Money Marco, what would you like to do?
All right. Just wake up my laptop. There we go. I'm going to whack the one. Well, actually, wait. How much health do I have? I'm gonna heal. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a nice heal. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to activate the what's it called? Boon that gives you boon recovery. The 10d10, right? Yeah. So I'm going to roll 10d10s. Right.
Okay.
And 52 HP.
Excellent.
And then that's a bonus action, I believe. So as my main action, I'm going to bonk the guy to my right.
Very well. As you are looking at that creature, it looks at you with these sad puppy eyes. Shiny, those big black eyes. They shine as the creature just looks at you, and you can almost sense the sadness in its eyes. You can hear the little sad music in the background as the creature seems to be almost begging you not to hit it. Money Marco, roll a wisdom save.
$25.
Very well. You look at this creature, and it's almost as if there is some confusion in your mind. Could this be Could this be a creature that is innocent and was just defending itself? But that thought just crossed your mind in too much of a shallow way. It's a fleeting thought. What would you like to do? Go ahead. 31 will hit.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll the second one. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and then I'm gonna roll for damage.
Very well. And you take 4d10 back as lightning damage for 19.
Cool.
And you gotta roll a
Happy
concentration
fucking
check.
one. I do. I think I'm good at that one. 17.
Very well. What else would you like to do?
That is the end of my turn.
Okay, you haven't moved, that's why I'm asking.
Oh no, it's not dead yet.
Okay. Arathis, how about you?
So, quick question. I was looking at something, and this is just trying to clarify 2024. I was looking at Topple, and it says if you hit a creature with this weapon, you can force the creature to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 8, plus the ability modifier used to make the attack roll on my proficiency bonus. So the 8, my proficiency bonus 6 is a 14. The ability modifier used to make the attack roll would be my dexterity modifier. Is that correct?
With your weapon, yes, because you're a monk.
Yeah. My ability modifier is a 10. So for Topple, the saving throw is a 24.
Well, I was looking at your character. I was looking at your character sheet, and it was saying Topple DC 22. So
yeah, I wrote it in there. So I had it as 24. You told me to reduce it.
No.
down
I'm
to
actually
22.
using other features and traits, and that's why the target must succeed on a DC
really?
22 Dex saving throw, or have the prone condition. Perhaps that's specific to you to the. Anyway,
That's weird. Okay.
it's
Maybe it's
to me,
just
quite frankly, to me, it's weird that something to knock you on the floor, to sweep your legs and knock you on the floor, like a topple. It's a con saving throw, not a dex saving throw.
Yeah, it's what it says in the players the 2024 handbook. So that's where I pulled it from.
I see.
So
All right.
I mean, I just letting you know, because I was curious where in the world did I get that information from, because it is different. So I just wanted to let you know.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks for letting me know. We'll check that afterwards, and we'll see what should be the correct one. All right. For the
Okay.
time being, I'm
Yep,
just gonna keep Dex because it makes sense.
Of course.
But
Yeah. No, I just just informative. That's all.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
trying to. I'm not being argumentative.
That's all right. That's
So
all right.
he is going to move. To right here.
Yeah.
Maybe a little closer. Hold on. Can I get to 30?
Yeah.
What if I move right up against him? The stun conditions go away.
Yes, they do. At the start of your turn.
Just out of range from getting all three of them. Yep. Okay. So it doesn't matter where I go. So we'll back up here, and for the first time, you guys will see Arathis will line these guys up here and use his breath weapon.
Very well.
So that is 4d10, and they need a Dex 19 save.
All right.
But they're prone, right?
Yes. Dex 19, it failed.
Both of them. So
Yeah.
did both of them fail?
Both of them
Okay.
fail.
All right, so they take 15 cold damage.
Both of them roll the same number.
Yeah.
15 cold damage. Very well.
Yeah. And he will. I meant to do something.
This was a breath weapon, right? Was a cone?
Yeah, it was.
It was a
no,
cone?
it's a straight line. 30-foot line.
Okay.
It can be a 15-foot cone or a 30-foot line. I choose
Like that.
which I want it to be.
Very well.
Yeah. So click that off, and then I will just use patient defense.
Yeah.
With a focus point to give me the dodge action.
Okay.
And let me.
The dodge reaction.
There's one more. The dodge reaction, yeah. And I believe I can use Step of the Wind for free.
Yeah.
Which is the dash action. If I use. When I take a bonus action other than Step of the Wind, which I did not, I can do I can use Step of the Wind. So I will just move over here, and from a distance I'll just kind of look and see if I see Loompa, but I don't. And that'll complete my turn.
Very well. And with that, XT Horror. What would you like to do?
Well, it's time to get horrifying. So he's gonna make 2 tentacle attacks against these nearest to Cthulhu's.
Very well.
That's.
Well, against one of them you have advantage.
So do. Oh, I guess that only went. That was just.
Oh yeah. Let me.
I hate posting from that.
Let me
It always
move.
goes just to DM.
Yeah.
Or just a
Let me
GM.
remove that. All right. Try and roll it again. Okay.
No,
You got
so just go into
yes.
the GM.
Go click on your Beyond 20, and where it shows always whisper monster rolls. Select use general whisper setting, and that should fix the problem.
Wait, what?
Go in your Beyond 20 add-on, top right of your browser. In the screen that you have the monster stat block.
Okay.
Just click on it, and you're gonna see there's a one drop-down menu for whisper rolls, and there's a second drop-down menu for whisper monster rolls. And all you gotta do is select in that drop-down menu, use general whisper settings. And that should solve the problem. I'll send you a screenshot.
Right now, like, I mean,
just so that the audience can see as well the rolls.
yeah.
So I'm gonna put here in the chat.
I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time on my
That's all right.
technical incompetence.
It's okay.
I can help you.
Just look
when you
at
click on
look
it,
at the image in the in-character chat.
Character chat. All right. Okay. Sorry. Oh, there it is.
Very well.
Use general whisper setting. Okay. It should work now, I think.
Very well.
Sorry.
Try again.
Sorry
That's okay.
to hold things up. Let me just get back to that.
Yep. Now everybody can see it. So
Okay,
that's
there we go.
222s.
Sorry for that.
This is on the one on the left, on the one on the top.
One's for the one on the left, one's for the one on the top. He's attacking both.
Both for the one on the top. Roll again because you have advantage.
All right.
Wow,
Wow.
322s, unbelievable. Very well. Both of them hit, and they take 21 points of force damage. The first one, 17 points of force damage. The second one, and you take back 4d10, 11 points of static lightning
All right.
damage.
And they are also now both grappled,
Excellent.
as I am holding them in my tentacles.
Very well.
Oh, and the one on the one on the left here, that one is the more damaged one, if I recall correctly. Like, is that visibly obvious?
He's bloodied. Yes, you can see that he's
Okay. Then I'm gonna, while he is grappled in my tentacle, I'm gonna just pull him up into my mouth and make a bite attack.
very well.
And it's kind of like a blender. So yeah, I don't know if he survives that, but if he doesn't, then he's coming back out of that mouth without a head.
Why is it saying ancient lunar dragon in your roll?
Whoa.
Because I clicked on the wrong I clicked on the wrong tab. That's why. My
Very
bad.
well.
Ignore that. There we go. There's the proper bite.
Very well. All right.
I've got a lot of options for what I can turn into.
I see. Very well. The bite, 25 will hit for 17 points of piercing damage. And yes, the Big Cthulhu is still very much alive after that.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well,
And-
its
and-
face is just
and you-
shredded.
And you took, yes, very much. And you took also 15 points of lightning damage
All
from
right,
its
so that's
static charge.
26 total for lightning
Yes.
damage.
Yes.
All right.
What else would you like to do, XT Horror?
He is going to move over to here. And by the way, he is taking those Big Cthulhus with him.
Very well.
They are very much in his clutches.
Okay. He's flying, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What is your altitude?
Let's say he's 5 to 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
He's just not touching the ground. Is basically the thing. He's not trying to get too high.
Very well. And as you are approaching, Manny Marco, you are focused on your combat there. But as you look to your right, you see Ixtiil turned into a cosmic horror. Now, Manny Marco, this just shows to you that your perception is tricking you. you're pretty sure that the cosmic horror needs to heal. And if you didn't know any better, you would attack him, think it was a cosmic horror. So something here definitely but must be messing with your perception. Definitely is making you think that your allies, just like it happened in the past, are cosmic horrors or aberrations from the far realm. You must be very careful, Manimarco. Someone here is trying to trick you.
Manimarco will close his eyes. He can't trust his eyes, that he's simply going to not look.
Very well.
He's now going to have disadvantage on whatever he does because he's technically blinded.
Could I use my legendary action?
Yes. What would you like to do?
A Mystic Step again, 30 feet this way. Let's see if I finally get to our lair. Nope, I'm going even deeper.
Oh, yes. And as you arrive at layer 6, you can now hear the crackling of lightning from those rods. And this arcana lot that you were observing... Oh yeah, let me refocus the screen. This arcana lot that you were looking at suddenly notices you. And by seeing you, she seems confused and she says... And she said,
As? Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, finally! I saw you, but you weren't able to hear me. My name is Loompa. I lead. I'm the demigod of blade. I'm the goddess of blade singing. And I've been trying to get out of here, and I saw you, and you weren't responding to me. But apparently, I was able to teleport. And you can see me and hear me.
I'm the gods, and I'm the goddess of all blades, and I'm the goddess of all singing. So I guess you work for me now.
You're the what and the what? Sorry, I couldn't hear that, Legend.
The message.
My name is Ashirikask, and I am the goddess of all blades and the goddess of all singing. Therefore, you work for me now, right?
Can I insight that?
by all means.
25.
It's the most obvious horse shit. It's so obviously bullshit.
And give me 1 second. Because Roll20 is lagging badly.
Depending on this legend, I'll tell you what I'll be thinking roleplay wise.
Oh boy. Any day now, Roll20. I already clicked the button 3 times. It might be my fault. I might be disconnecting again. Folks, for those of you keeping count, I have disconnected, it's a record, 13 times during this call so far. And yes, 13 times. That's how bad things are today. All right, let me just... Where is... Give me 1 second. No. We're getting issues. Oh boy, I'm just gonna do this the old way. All right, so. Oh, she's telling you the truth, Loompa. She's absolutely telling you the truth. This must be a greater deity, and not. I mean, she's looking at you dead serious, and she has that aura about her. You don't know what it is. That confidence that tells you she's telling the truth. She is the
Now-
greater deity of all blades and the greater deity of all singing, and therefore you work for her.
So here's what Lumpa's going to do. If I was a Weaver side, yes, but right now I'm acting like a Twisted. And you know what Twisteds like to do. We like to gain strength, gain power, and gain victory. So
Oh, no.
Lumpa is going to take out her Asmodeus right knife and says, "Oh, I didn't know I was in the presence of a deity greater than me and in blade and singing. Oh, work for you." No. I think I'm gonna take that from you. I want to become the greater deity, and you will grow my
Oh,
power
good.
for me. And Lumpa gets ready in an aggressive stance with her hellish weapon.
Grow your power for you? Watch your tone. I could just whip you out of your divinity with a blink of my eye, and you would go back to just be a mundane wizard. I tell you what, I'll give you one chance to lower that weapon, and after that, you're no longer going to be a demigod of shit.
Now, Lumpa, I must remind you, you believe that she is indeed a greater deity. And that threat coming... Did I lose you? What was the last thing you heard? What was the last thing you heard?
It just say that threat. And I
Okay,
believe she's a greater deity.
A greater deity. You still hear me? Hello?
She thinks
Oh boy. I'm gonna have to ask divine intervention on this call. Come on. I'm going today whoever is attacking the underwater cables close to the UK, could you just wait? I mean, if you guys are out there attacking the underwater cables close to the UK, could you just please just wait another half an hour so that we can finish the session, and then you can go ahead. So she told you is true that her name is Ashiripask, and Ashiripask is telling you that she is the goddess of all blades and all singing, and as a greater from your eyes.
Before the connection goes.
Yeah, we went up a tier in gods, and it's making it harder now.
Did you guys hear that?
God.
No, I just heard as a greater deity, the goddess of all blades and goddess of all singing.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Every time you say the words greater deity, you cut out.
Yes, I think there is an interference here in our call. All right, let's try this again. You believe that this creature is absolutely a greater deity, 100%. And as the goddess, and as a greater deity, she might have the power of strip you of your divinity. So that's 100% a believable threat.
How Asmodeus thinks. And I'm being rash my tongue, and I'll put away my weapon and says, "You're right, I'm being rash my..." And you never know in this place. You seem not to want to kill me. I can repeat it. Let me know when you're ready.
All right. It seems that I'm hearing you now. So
Okay.
I'm in the last 3 minutes. Just for your information, I have been disconnected and reconnected another 8 times. That's what's happening. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. But this is clearly beyond anything I experienced before. So go ahead, Lumpa.
So, thinking of, like, Asmodeus and how he handles relationships, she thinks for a couple seconds. She'll put away her weapon and say, okay, you're right. I'm a bit rash and I apologize for my actions. Ever since I've been here, everything has been trying to hurt me. And usually, most of them don't actually talk back to me in reason. They just attack. So I do apologize. You're one of the first to not strike at me. Let us talk this out, then.
Exactly. Finally, I can see there's some sense in your mind. It's important that for you, what are you, an air genasi? I can see air genasis are not very well known for their focus. For their they tend to have a very loose and detached and light way of dealing with things and with problems, and I can see that. I can see that you have overcome that your crib, but at the same time, I feel that it sometimes might be difficult for you to understand. So before you take any rash decisions, just think that what I'm saying is always true. Can you do that? What I'm saying is always true, and whatever I tell you to do is always the correct thing to do. Can you do that?
The first part, with that it's true, but before you tell me what to do, this place is quite poisonous to the mind. Why haven't you left this place? Do you purposely... A greater deity being stuck in the far realm? That is unheard of.
Who said that I'm stuck? I'm not stuck. I'm here at my own volition. I am studying this place. This place contains knowledge that you won't find anywhere else. You see these walls? They're made of gray matter material from probably something far more intelligent and smarter than we can anticipate. I mean, the only way to really protect our multiverse is by learning about what is this threat. What is this massive brain creature that we are inside of? What is a threat that it truly represents to our pantheons? You see?
Then I must learn how you guard your mind. Before you could talk to me, I was studying what you were writing, and my mind started to twist. Or I couldn't think straight reading that. How'd you learn to even comprehend such incomprehensible things to the multiverse? Sorry, you cut out. You only just said that's why.
Oh, I have a superior intellect. That's why. Superior intellect. That's the answer.
Basically just saying skill issue.
Were you always that smart, or did you figure out a way to increase your intellect?
No, I was always that smarter. Arcanalots are born with a gifted intellect, and I was created as a very gifted intellectual Arcanalot. Not such as the air genasis, which I understand. To you and to your people, this probably... You are probably much above average if you became a demigod, and I appreciate all about that. But for Arcanalots, I'm actually leagues away from you.
Can I roll an Arcana check to know my knowledge on Arcanalots?
Yes, of course.
32.
Very well. You know that these jackal-headed beings with humanoid bodies can employ magic to take any humanoid form. They do so to gain trust of creatures. They are experts in gaining trust of creatures. They're experts in negotiating. They are experts in schemes across the multiverse. They are always very well groomed. They are highly intelligent. All of them are spellcasters who hunger for knowledge and power. They usually command units of lesser Yugulots, which she probably has at her command, and maintain contracts and records and accounts of their kinds, and with all sorts of other creatures from all over the multiverse. They speak and write all languages, and they are very cunning diplomats and negotiators, and they can broke deals, they can end wars, they can start wars. They are the ones who pull the strings. Many say they are the ones who pull the strings in the blood war between fiends and devils, that they can outwit even the cunniest of the devils. And yes, and they usually like talent, they like information, and they are very.
Deus, the leader of the fiends.
Did you hear anything I said?
I heard something that our Arcanoloths are a Yugoloth, and you said something else about them being devils, and that they can start wars, stop wars. They're pretty good at like gaining the trust of people. They turn humanoid. A lot of technical knowledge.
Okay.
But the one thing I'm fixating part is the part you said they're devils.
They are fiends. Yes.
They're fiends.
Yes, they are a type of Yugoloth. Yugoloth are neutral evil things.
Do they submit to Asmodeus?
No. Those are devils that submit to Asmodeus, which are the neutral evil creatures. And on the right, you have the chaotic evil creatures, which are the demons. Those are fiends, and the Yugoloths are the ones from Gehenna. They are the ones from the middle there, from Hades, plane. Everything she told you about Arcanoloths is exactly what you know about Arcanoloths. She has not lied about anything like that. And she tells you,
I've been exploring this what I call a briny maze for years now, and I've actually even been studying its creatures. The Far Realm is forbidden knowledge outside of these barriers. So yes, I've been doing lots of experiments, and I even been experiment with these rods. I've my experiments with these rods have expanded my ability to sense creatures around this maze. And yes, I've been noticing that there were creatures and more creatures arriving here for whatever reason, which I don't quite understand. In recent times, more and more of these creatures have been doing this. And how about you? What are you doing here? Did you come to help me conclude my studies?
No. I wasn't here specifically for you. I traveled over to here, but as the further I explore, the more people that you talk about I meet. And now I was going for knowledge too, but not for you specifically. But now I'm trying to find my way out. You say you come in here multiple times. How does you say you're able to leave? I'm curious.
And before she answered that question, let me get back to the Cthulhu that Eldritch Horror is holding, as he's about to release synaptic static on you, Eldritch Horror, and you gotta do an intelligence 18 saving throw.
Real quick, as a legendary action, if that's the end of Lumpa's turn, I'm going to use crushing tentacle on the weaker one, the one that I just tried to eat the face off of.
Excellent. You crush the creature a little bit longer, a little bit more, and but it's still alive.
Okay.
And the other one, on the other hand, is doing synaptic static on you, and you got to do a DC 18 intelligence save.
Intelligence. Boom. Woo!
Very well. You've passed. And Arlith, what would you like to do?
Arlith, having seen Ixty Horror come into existence, is both impressed and a little frightened as to what his friend can do. And I guess I will just cast Disintegrate on another Cthulhu again. You know, I believe Eldritch Horrors got these two handled, so I will go for the one that is hovering near Mana Marco, or prone near Mana Marco.
Very well. There are two.
One of them looks like they're dead, from the one I can see anyway.
You have one here and one here.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm going for the closer one then.
Very well.
They're both prone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll just go for the closer one. And here you go. DC 27 for 68.
Very well. They're no longer stunned, so... He failed. And that creature is disintegrated into dust.
Nice. And I will move just right around here for some better sightlines, and that'll be my turn over.
Very well. And
real quick,
yeah,
I'm gonna make another legendary action and use Crushing Tentacle again on that one that I've already been given the business.
Very well.
The weaker one.
Very well. Let me see if it passes the con save. It does, and it takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And with that, Lumpa, as returning to your conversation to answer your question, Ashiripask, goddess of all blades and all singings, tells you.
Oh, I know my way in and I know my way out. How did you get in?
Quick question to recap out of character. How did we get in here, Legend? I forgot about that all those sessions ago.
Well,
Portal.
Xthu found a rift that in one of in the Neverwinter woods that had all this weird energy from the far realm, something that he had felt back in that temple, and something that he felt when he fought the far realm before. So he communicated to you guys, and the little group kind of rendezvous in front of the rift and entered inside this place to explore, and that's how you ended up in this big mess.
Okay. Well, I'll just relay as a basic. It says, well, and a friend of mine, we went to Neverwinter, and through there we managed to get into here. And yourself?
Oh no, I have my own means. I am much more powerful, and I can leave and come back whenever I want. But at this point, I'm so close to learn what I need to learn about this place that I really don't want to leave. I want to stay here and study more. And on that note, I need you to do me your first task of the day is going to be, I need you to go around and look for a Mesoloff that I sent to get me something, and he never came back. Is he dead? What happened? I don't want to leave you, but I'm quite busy right now. So, if you don't mind, see if you can find a Mesoloff for me. If you can, bring him back to me. I have some things I have to sort it out with him. Okay? Thank you, dear. You can go. Shoo shoo.
All right. Well, Lumpa will leave. She acknowledges this greater deity, but she knows her sponsor is Istis.
Yes, of course. But if you believe that she's all singings, then she is one pantheon above you. Hierarchically, your pantheon is inside her pantheon.
What was that?
Sorry. Hierarchically, your portfolio is inside portfolio. I meant to say portfolio and I said pantheon. Your portfolio is inside her portfolio if you believe what she's saying is true.
Even though I have my own pantheon, I'm part of a bigger pantheon of Istis.
Yeah, you're part of portfolio, which is your portfolio is your goddess of all blade singings. And if she is the goddess of all blades and all singings, then therefore whatever you're god of, it's inside her domain, inside her portfolio.
Yeah, Lumpa's will be, her mind's messed up a little bit. She's confused, going like, "But Istis gave me that. But how did someone else get a higher portfolio than that?"
It's like you're telling her I'm the goddess of U.S. and she's saying, yeah, but I'm the goddess of Americas, and then you realize, okay, so I guess my portfolio is inside your portfolio.
I'm still gonna figure out a way to take her portfolio away, but I know greater deities are terrifying.
You believe her truly, and I'm gonna tell you why, because she rolled a nat 20 on that.
As I get back here, I use 80 feet.
Yeah.
Did I see a Mezzoloth around here or here?
No. But you do see the remains of what seems to be a wounded part of the wall that seems to be regenerated and maybe was ingesting something.
Can Arathis and Lupa see each other?
Arathis, you can see Lumpa. Lumpa cannot see you.
Alright, well, I'll go to here, and as I get closer using 30 feet, does anything happen?
No. All you've noticed is that there is indeed a piece of something that you can't distinguish what it is being absorbed in that wounded part of the wall.
Is it sticking out?
No.
Can Lumpa get close to the wall?
Yeah.
And can I attack it? I'm going to go with my Asmodeus right knife combined with booming blade to damage the wall to see if I can slice whatever's in it.
Sure.
Since it's an object, is that advantage or is that regular?
That is advantage.
Okay, so then let's see. With the Asmodeus right knife, wow, 2 2s. Does a 19 hit the wall?
Yeah. And as you cut the wall, what you pull it out of it seems to be a piece of a carapace of an insect, like a giant insect carapace. That's what it looks like.
All right, so yeah, that was a lot.
But at the moment you pull that piece out, the wall just continues to regenerate.
Then here's what I'll do. As I pull the piece, since I'm holding on to it, since it's now an object, would I be able to Misty Step with it?
Yeah.
Alright, so as I pull the piece, then as a bonus action, I'll Misty Step
Very
30
well.
feet away from the wall. Let me roll my d6 to make sure. I'm finally back. Nope, I'm still in the same layer.
Yep.
And now I have a piece of a carapace with me.
Yeah. And
Oh,
yeah.
sorry,
Go
for it.
ahead. Go ahead.
Do I know what this is, or do I need Arcana it?
It is definitely a piece of a major bug. But you can't tell simply by that. If it's a carapace of the insect, is the maximum I can tell you.
Carapace of insect. Alright. Well, then I'll go 10 feet with the remainder of my feet, and then as my haste action, I will dash, so I have 140 feet.
Okay.
So then, boom, boom, boom. Say, well, I have this so far for you. I'll keep looking, but before I do that, I'm unable to distinguish what this is, but this is very bug-like. Is this the Mezzoloth you're talking about?
Oh. Yes. I guess he was destroyed. Well, whatever killed him. Probably. Yeah. So here's what I need you to do now. There's somewhere in this maze, that is an object of mine that have been lost. And it's inside well, it's a leather backpack, but it's a special type of leather. So, I need you to find this leather backpack. Don't open it. Just bring it back to me, okay? The moment you find it, just bring it back to me.
You said somewhere in this maze. Did you drop this backpack? Did the Mezzoloth have it?
Well, yeah. Yes, the Mezzalot had it. It was full of instruments that he's supposed to have used for his task, and well, if something killed him, I assume something picked that up, and it's somewhere in this maze. So I need you to find it. By the way, dear, if you need, I have this little metallic string here that you can use to connect these tubes and these two rods, and it will open a door on the other side of the maze. So if you run all the way there, because that's where I sent the Mezzaloft to go to, perhaps the backpack is somewhere there. I appreciate you bringing that back again. Don't open the backpack. Just bring it back to me, okay?
All right. So I'll start running over there. And you said you'll open the door by connecting these two?
Yes. Go ahead. Good girl. Ah, so nice to have you here. Oh, sorry, I never asked your name. How old of me? What is your name? How old of me? I never asked.
My name is Loompa.
Loompa, of course, I heard of you. Oh, yes, there was some point some people were saying you were going to be the next god of magic. Oh, how presumptuous. But yes, very nice to meet you, Loompa. Oh, you're adorable. Thank you for the help.
Can I insight this again? She called me Loompa before when I introduced myself, and now she's asking for my name again.
Yes. You can incite that.
I'm gonna use Lucky to advantage. Because I do not want to keep believing this is the greater deity. If it isn't. 29.
So unbelievable that she's the greater deity of songs and blades.
Like, those
And
are
she has
two
done
separate
neither
things.
sing nor stab you.
That's like being the goddess of ice cream and ice cream
And
cone.
also the one that you've never heard of, despite being a sub-archetype.
There's like only like what, 4 over gods? How's there that?
She's not an overgod. She's a greater deity. That's different.
Like Asmodeus, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
So guys, I'm on Side Quest Simulator right now.
You suspect that this place is affecting her mind, and you rationalize that this place is probably affecting her mind, and that's why she forgot your name.
Then she forgot that I threatened her then.
Yes, maybe.
And if I do this, she's gonna forget who I am.
Well,
You know?
she didn't forget who you are. She just forgot your name so far. So you don't know how far this goes.
Okay. Well, then I will... That was all my movement, so
Very well.
I'll end my turn there.
Very well. And now we have the Cthulhu that is on top, is almost being killed and devoured by Eldritch Horror, and that little guy is going to do his mind burst, and that has a 40-foot emanation, which will affect everybody in this circle here. 40-foot emanation. Yep. It will catch Manny Markle, Eldritch Horror, Mr. L, and Arlith. All of you gotta do a DC 18 intelligence saving throw to avoid the stun condition and 41 points of psychic damage, which none of you will take.
Which saving throw? I missed the
Intelligence saving throw. DC 18.
I rolled a nat 1, but as a cosmic horror, I'm going to use legendary resistance to make that a pass.
Do you get legendary resistance when you do shape change?
It is a trait. And
you don't get legendary stuff because
Well,
when I was looking at it with
Yeah, I think you have to use two
according to
polymorphs
the
if you
spell
want the,
description, when you shapeshift,
So
Your type, alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, hit points, hit point dice, proficiency, and ability to communicate. If you have spellcasting features, you retain that too. So, it doesn't say anything about traits, and legendary resistance is a trait.
scores, hit points, hit point dice, proficiency's ability to communicate. If you have the spellcaster feature, retain it too. Upon shifting, you determine your equipment drops or merge into the form with you. Yeah.
So I think I get the traits, which includes
includes
the legendary resistance.
No, you get your own traits. You keep your own game statistics. In that
Use
sense.
True Poly for. So if
Yeah.
you use True Poly, you get the legendary stuff, right?
True polymorph, yes. But for shape change, the resistance, you don't. It doesn't say. It doesn't say you get the creature's abilities actually. So if it was, for instance, a dragon.
No, but it says that your game statistics are replaced by the stat block of the chosen form. Which, except for the parts that it specifically denotes in that paragraph, which, like everything else, should be replaced, right?
The game. So the game statistics. There are two ways of reading that. One is that it's the stat block of the creature that overrides your character sheet, and the other one is the numbers of the creature override your character sheet, except for what is in there.
Right. But the words in the thing are the stat block.
Oh, you're
is
saying
what it says. The words on the description of the spell are your game statistics are replaced by the stat block of the chosen form.
Very well. Okay.
But you retain the various things that it denotes.
Very well. Very well. I'll rule in your favor. Go ahead and use the legendary resistance.
All right. So he passes the save.
He passed the save. How many do you have? 3?
Yes, 3 per day.
Very well. And with that, that Cthulhu is still going to be able to do synaptic static. So you got to do another intelligence 18.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna use another
legendary resistance. Very well.
Yeah. Jeebus.
And that's the end of that creature's turn. And the one that is right there, the alpha one that we were talking earlier, gets up from the ground. It's no longer prone, and is going to release chain lightning. And it's going to release chain lightning on. It's going to approach here, and it's going to release chain lightning on Mighty Markle, XT Horror, and the 2 little guys that are there. So all of you got to do
before just real quick before that. As a legendary action, my last one for this round, he's going to use Crushing Tentacle again on the bloodied Cthulhu that he's got in his clutches.
Okay.
Dealing 18 damage.
All right. Sorry to interrupt. I do have to
Yes.
head out. See you guys.
All right, Arlet, just tell us what you want your character to do in the next round. If you know.
If there's anything still alive, you can just do another disintegrate. It'll be a 7th level that time because I'm out of 6 slots.
Okay, and to who your star goes to?
Well, Ixtior or Ixtiol for the Ixtior, because that's peak.
Very well. Thanks, mate. We see you next week.
Thanks.
Next week.
All right. So, so with that, that's a DC. Okay, 22, and that creature is crushed, and that little guy is gone. So with you doing that, now the next target of that Big Cthulhu is going to be Arlith. So who wants to roll for Arlith? He left right on time. Manimarco, Dex 18, guys. Manimarco, XT Horror, and Arlith.
I'll roll for him. What am I rolling?
1d20 plus 11 for him.
Another nat 1.
I'm allergic to lightning. I think I just need to like give myself weakness to lightning at this point.
So you take 30 points of lightning damage, and you gotta roll a DC 15 concentration check.
Plus 11, you said?
Yes, plus 11. Very well. Arlith fails. He takes 30 points.
Yikes. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll his roll?
Yes,
'Cause I feel bad
yes, you can.
You know what? I forgot what I'm holding concentration on.
Very well. I think it's protection from energy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wait, I should be having all that lightning damage then.
There we go. That's a 25 for his roll.
Oh yes. So 25, he passes. He takes 15 points of lightning damage, and he has to roll a concentration check. So roll a concentration check for him as well. That should be a 1d20 plus 9. And for your rolls of the lightning damage, Manimarco, you have you've passed. Yes. So
Yeah,
so you
and
take
also, if it's protection from energy, it's half whatever the damage is.
very well. So you take
That was,
15.
And that was
So it
another
becomes
25 for that concentration check.
Very well. So he's still holding concentration. And Manimarco, you take back. Let me see what I have here. I'm gonna give you back for the protection from energy. I have 40, and I believe the other one was 47. Yes. So I'm gonna give you 44 back. There you go, from the resistance. All right. So, and the creature that is being held by XT Horror suddenly is recharged. And with that, that's the end of that creature's turn, and is the time for the other one. And this other one's gonna do a mind blast, a mind burst, and both of you guys and Arlith, you all gotta do an intelligence 18 or you're stunned.
Both of who?
XT Horror, Manimarco, Arlith, everybody intelligence save 18.
Gotcha.
Or you're stunned by the creature you're holding, XT Horror. By this guy, little guy over here. Very well. And for Arlith it's a plus 12. 1d20 plus 12. Excellent. Everybody passes, and now you know what's gonna happen, XT Horror. You gotta do a intelligence 18 against synaptic static. And that's a pass thanks to the auras.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
And that's the end of that creature's turn. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it here. And they're gonna act as a group. Manimarco, what would you like to do?
There's one Cthulhu left, right? It's just that one.
No,
to my
there are
right.
two. There's one in the
There's
hands
two.
of Ixty Horror, and
Oh yeah, I see it. I see it. It's just real tiny. Okay, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm gonna stand where I was,
yeah.
and I'm going to throw my javelin at it. Because I don't want to get zapped again.
You should move south 1 square, so you're out of the water too.
Oh yeah, you're right. I should do that. Oh,
Can you?
throw a javelin? 32
You're throwing
damage,
javelins very well. All right.
yeah. My magic javelin.
All right, and 29 will hit for 32. Yeah, not for 32, for 20. And what else, Money Marco?
I'm also going to. Anything else I can that's super useful. So I'm going to end my turn.
Very well. And Arathis, what would you like to do?
All right. Let's see. That's 65 to there. These guys are all dead. 65. It's another 15. Is 80. He'll stop right when he sees this one here. Can you give me how is this one looking pretty healthy?
Yes, very
Legend?
much. Yeah, still pretty healthy.
Yes. Okay.
Pretty tough as well, as he looks back at you and he says,
Okay. I will throw Peacekeeper.
very well.
And that's a nat 1.
Roll a flat d20 for us.
Yep. Nat 20.
Excellent. So at the same time, it's unbelievable, the variance.
How's that? Sure.
So you're about to throw Peacekeeper and you fumbled and you throw it on the ground. The weapon bumps on the ground and ricochet back into your hand as if it had never been launched in the first place.
Mm-hmm. All right. So then I'll throw it again.
Very
I'll
well.
look at it and go, and look at it and say, that was lucky, and throw it again.
Very well.
And that damage. And then the two, a con save for stun and a dex save for prone, please.
Very well. It passed the dex, failed the con, and it's stunned.
Okay. So
Bless you!
bless you.
What was that? The Pikachu is allergic to
Okay.
getting stunned.
For those of you who have not heard it before, I have extremely powerful sneezes. They're so strong,
Yeah.
they actually cause me to hurt myself. It is awful. However, it is very funny every time.
80.
You've
So I will.
we thought was the Cthulhu having an allergic reaction to being stunned.
Yeah. So Arathis will step forward and flurry of blows. Close combat.
Very well.
Gosh dang it! And I forgot to do it again. If I use three points, I become resistant to all damage types. But I have to do it at the beginning of my turn, and I keep forgetting to do it. I'm sitting here taking notes of all of these things I need to do, and I keep forgetting to do that one. Anyway,
That's all
here's
right.
the two flurry blows.
You're
It's
playing
just-
a
it's
god tier
learning, you know
character.
that.
There's a lot of things to get
Yep.
familiarized with. So
I know. You should see all the post-its all over my desk.
That's why.
Alright,
that's
here's
why
the
I'm not
first-
throwing macros at you guys
I have
yet.
advantage.
Very well.
I have advantage
Very
because
well.
he's stunned. So that one doesn't count.
Very well.
So 33
Go
to
ahead.
hit.
Roll
Here's the
damage.
damage. And
Yeah.
so if he's stunned, has he failed all deck saves? Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
So it's prone as well.
Yeah, he is prone. And then here's the second, and then you'll give me the lightning damage after this. 21.
Yeah.
There's the damage.
Very well. The creature is bloodied.
Okay.
Is in bad shape. And you take
Am I correct? I've
27
not
points
played
of lightning damage.
Can I use another point to do flurry of blows? Is
Yes.
that correct?
Yes.
He takes a deep breath and he looks at the creature and he goes, "I am sorry." And he uses another point for flurry of blows.
Used to be like that in 2014. I don't believe they nerfed that, if I'm remembering correctly. You can spend these points to enhance or fuse certain magic. You start knowing flurry of blows. When you spend a
You can
focus
expend
point,
one.
yes, it is unavailable until you finish. Flurry of blows can spend one focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Oh, they did nerf it.
They did change it. Okay. So
Yes.
then that attack roll.
It's 2 unarmed strike as a bonus action. You only have 1 bonus action, so you can only do 2.
Okay. All right. I will use another focus point to make it 3 then, which is a possibility, which I can do. It's called like heightened flurry of blows or something like that.
All right, very well.
So then that attack does hit with the 34.
Okay.
And then I gotta get back to. So then my damage is this plus the 6. So that's the damage on that.
Very well. So, describe the last attack to us.
As I said, he apologized, but he looks around at all of his friends and all of the damage and just the amount of time and energy that it's taken to take down these creatures. And with the last attack, he again, "I am sorry, but your time has come." And he smacks it one more time upside the head. And I didn't say non-lethal, so I killed it.
And Arathis, you gotta roll.
Which
You gotta roll.
Make me roll something, cause
Yes, an honor save,
okay,
as you just breached your own code.
I know, I'm fully aware. Just by not saying.
Yeah.
What is an honor save again, Legend?
So go to your honor score, which is.
It's in my background, my
Yeah.
notes, I believe. My honor is 16.
Very well. So you have a +3. Roll 1d20
Okay.
plus 3.
$15.
You lose 1 point of honor.
Okay.
And
That too many numbers to
and
okay.
And with that, Arathis, you take down that creature, and that's the end of your turn.
No, with using the bonus action, I get to use Step of the Wind as a dash action. So I am going to go try to find. So that's 40 to get me there. I'm going to go try and find Loompa.
Very well.
40. Another 30 puts me at 70.
Arathis, I find it particularly surprising that you arrive at that corner, you attack the Cthulhu, and you didn't notice that Eldritch Horror is going nuts and turn himself into an aberration.
That's a player. That's a player bypass then. If you will allow me to go back, I will definitely roleplay that. That's total player.
Very well.
Miss. If you're okay with that.
But yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Arathis looks at Manamarco. What is this creature before us?
Oh, you run into somebody
Probably
interesting.
not the person to ask. Yeah.
Oh no, if you probably missed it, but rounds ago when he first transformed, Metamarco blindfolded himself. He has no idea what's in front of him anymore. No, he can't see.
We still have Psychic Link, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
haven't gone
you
away,
do.
to my knowledge.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So when you ask that, Ixtiwul sends you a mental message. It is still me. I have just taken this objectionable form to get things done.
Very much so objectionable. Are you
Yeah.
fine in mind, body, and spirit then?
What was that?
Are you fine in mind, body, and spirit then?
I am fine. I will be fine. Once
Very
this
well.
is done.
And,
I am going to go seek out Loompa, who has been running around up here. Meet me here
Yes.
when you can.
I saw that she was transporting between the layers. I was frustrated when she departed.
Very
I
well.
take my leave. And he will go back up. He will look here. And he does not see anything.
No.
So that was, I think, 70. And he will move 5, 10, 15, and 20. And that will end my turn there.
Can I use
Very
my
well.
legendary action?
Yes.
Let's try it again. Misty Step. See what I get. Going back to 5.
Well, you can't hear the rods anymore.
And
But you
Legend,
do-
I do need to go. Unless we're stopping now.
Okay. Let's I'll just conclude this
Or
round.
no, that's
okay?
only 3 hours. I'm sorry. Are we at 3 hours?
We are heading now towards 3:10.
Okay.
All right. So, Loompa, you're back to layer 5, cracking. and anymore. But you do see that she did put the wire in between the two, and somewhere a door may have been opened. XT Horror, what would you like to do?
Oh, well,
There's only one Cthulhu left.
yeah, and it's the one that's in my tentacle.
Yeah.
So I guess he's gonna. Okay, so crushing tentacle is a legendary action, so I can't do that on like a normal turn, right?
Yes, but you can do at the beginning of your turn because the Arath has just finished his turn.
Oh. Right, and this is yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna start with that then.
Very well.
Do a bit of that.
Yeah, the creature failed.
And now I've already got this one in my tentacle.
Yeah.
And I can't grab one creature with 2 tentacles.
Yeah.
But I can still make a bite attack, so I'm gonna go ahead and bite at his face.
You have advantage.
Oh, alright. With advantage.
Very well. Another
Okay, and
18
that
points
first
of
one?
yes, another 18 points, and you take 15 points of lightning damage back.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And is dropping him a free action?
Yes.
Then I'm going to drop him and make another tentacle attack to re-grab him.
Very well.
So you're just like slamming him into the floor, grabbing him back up.
That hits,
exactly.
and it's another 20 points of force damage, and you take back another 10 points of lightning damage. The creature is in bad shape.
And he is once again re-grappled.
Yes.
And I think that's about all I can do, because I think if I move anywhere at this point, I'm going to end up encroaching on the space of some of the other party members.
Very well. And with that, Arleth is going to do his 7th level disintegrate.
Seems a bit overkill, but alrighty then.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty high roll. And that creature gotta do a Dex 27 or he's dead.
It's gonna be pretty hard considering that he's being squeezed in the tentacle.
It has disadvantage. And it failed. Being squeezed by your tentacles until it turns to dust. As that creature suddenly disappears by this little lightning of this little beam of disintegration that Arleth throws your way, and suddenly there's no more, and you guys are out of initiative. And
Cool.
Not me. I'm ready to throw hands with a greater deity. I'm kidding.
and you are out of initiative. And now, what would you guys like to do? XT Horror, are you remaining in that form?
Just for a moment longer, he's going to reach a tentacle out over to Manamarco, tap him on the
Yes. Did it cut off? Tap him on the shoulder
and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, very well. Very well.
And I'm just double checking to see what level I want to cast it at, and I think I'm going to cast it at 6th level.
Okay.
which, bam, he gets back 64 hit points. Or he gets back 60. He gets 64 points of healing.
64. Very well.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. As he taps me on the shoulder,
Yeah.
he's gonna open his eyes because someone's now tapping him the shoulder, and the fight's over. And he's going to look behind him, and he's gonna say this thing, and he's gonna make a sanity check.
All right. You're proactively doing a sanity save. Very well.
I need to put him. For sanity, am I mathing correctly?
What is your
Or
sanity
would it be
currently?
six? 22.
22, so you have a 6. Yes. 1d20 plus 6. And that is I assume against snapping.
Yep.
Okay.
This is versus not immediately murdering.
Okay. You've passed.
Alrighty then. Beyond this, you can unshift before he opens his eyes again, and then he's be like, "Yeah, that was just his imagination playing tricks on him."
Yeah. Immediately after casting the spell, Ixtiu is going to shapeshift back into his own form. He is still maintaining concentration on the shape change spell, so he is still able to shape change for whatever the remainder of the hour is that he's got to work with.
Okay.
Everyone will open his eyes back up and see his fellow party member, and he's going to go, and he's just gonna take a breath out, and he's just gonna sit down for a minute again.
While they do that, in my off time, I'm just gonna Misty Step.
Okay. Go ahead, Loompa.
As I'm just gonna get 5 feet closer each time. So let's see. One, 5, 3, 4, 3. I keep getting 3.
Loompa, roll a constitution.
Dang.
And I can see my connections going back and forth again. Keep going, Loompa.
All right.
Let's see how many points of exhaustion you can get before you
5.
find. It's
Another
unbelievable
5.
that you haven't rolled a 2 yet.
6. Oh, there we go. 2.
Very
That's
well.
Hey,
How
welcome
many
back.
times?
That just took an unbelievable
Arathis
amount
is
of
just
tries.
standing there.
And
Welcome back, Loompa.
You just see this like Loompa slowly getting closer with each Misty Step. Oh gosh.
and
Oh my gosh. Oh, can you finally see me? Because I was in layer 1.
I can.
So
I've been watching you run back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. You must be exhausted.
Loompa just lays her back on the soft, the soft, wet ground, going, "Oh my gosh! Oh, I feel like, oh man, I feel like I've transcended. I feel like I'm in everywhere and not anywhere at the same time." Creature's still out there.
Yes. No, they have been defeated, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, they couldn't speak to us. It can't be helped, you know. Besides, everything has wanted to try to kill us here since we've met.
I suppose.
Well, I do have good news for you, actually. I met
And
the
what is that?
goddess. I met the goddess of all blades and all singing. Apparently, there are a greater deity trapped in this. Well, they tend to stay here. They can go and leave. But there were some metal
Oh,
rods up there.
interesting.
Yes.
She rules over you then, is that correct?
Apparently, I didn't. I was unaware that there was a greater deity of that pantheon when I was given this.
Oh. Let's
Well-
go meet up with the others and maybe we can go speak to her all together.
She's not on this layer, unfortunately.
Well, I unfortunately or fortunately remain on this layer because I can't do what you all do.
Did Legend? I did see her tie the strings across the rods,
Yes.
right?
So you know that there's a door somewhere in the other side of this dungeon that she told you would be opened.
Well, as much as I don't like to be commanded around, she is a greater deity. I should incur her wrath. She tasked me to pick up a satchel. There's two rods up there. They're quite far apart from each other, at least 10 or 15 more feet. She tied a string around them to connect them. And so
Interesting.
I'm thinking that other door we saw earlier might finally be open, but who knows?
Certainly not I. Come, let's find the others.
Loompa gets up and just starts walking. Yes, I'm going to need some time to take my breath, but yes.
And Arathis is going to come around the corner and... Oh my! Oh, Loompa, just a heads up. Ixtahul has taken on a quite dreadful form, so just be aware.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
I think I'm no longer in that form anymore, right?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you
I
So
think
you
I
said
did
switch-
specify that I transformed back into my regular shape.
Very well.
Funny enough, in the other campaign Loompa's been in,
You
she's
probably
actually dealt
cut
with
off
one
for
of
me
those.
when you said that because I didn't catch that.
Sorry about that.
It's fine. It's just today's weird issues.
Yeah.
I don't see this form,
And-
Arathis, so I'm guessing XD change back.
Well, you can't help but wonder if Arathis is losing its mind, because if there is one thing that it's always crossing your minds while you are here, particularly after your experience of what happened with Lornizel, is that you're always questioning if the other members of your party are going mad. If
I
what
would
there's
be- Well, I've also seen XD transform into many things before.
yes, that is true. But it could be that, and it could be that Arathis is losing its mind. After all, Arathis just told you it killed a creature.
No, I didn't say. I didn't say I killed
Oh.
someone.
Oh, all right.
I did not say that.
All
No.
right.
Just XD was in a horrifying form, that's it. Which,
Okay.
unbeknownst to them, I actually dealt with it. It was like someone called Kitty or Puppy from Drazon that had one of those.
Repeat the question.
No, but even if I did see the Cosmic Horror, we fought Dravon back in the previous campaign.
Yeah.
Zumpa, and
Yeah.
he had one of those. He called it like Kitty or Puppy or something.
That was an Astral Dreadnought.
Oh, my bad. I'm mistaking the two.
Yeah. All right. So, what's next, guys? Where are you going? Seems that you
Well-
hit a dead end here.
I relate to the others what I did to Arathis about this person, this greater deity, and connecting the rods together. And it should be good to go to that other door.
Ixiul is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds
Very well.
on everybody at 8th level.
Very good.
And just kind of, yeah, I'm assuming that everybody gathered together in advance. So everybody gets 46 points of healing.
Excellent.
Tasty.
And that's 8th level, right? Roll a flat d20
Yep.
for me.
Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. You know, I'm going to roll that from roll 20 because those dice seem less hostile.
Very well.
Does
They
a 12 cut the mustard?
No, they spell failed.
Oh,
Okay. Is that
Okay.
46?
46. You take the 46 away if you already added.
Sorry. Maybe I should have rolled that through.
I like it though. I
Roll
got
20.
you guys. Fizzle.
Very well. Where's next, guys?
Shall we go look for this door, Loompa?
Yes, let's go over to the door, and if it's still closed, then we already know the lead of where we need to go to.
And you guys have seen this door before, so and it's not far. So let me fast forward your travel through the dungeon. As you reach that side, and you see the door is open, and Mr. L says, "It's amazing, my goddess, the things you can achieve." And the other Githyanki, they take position by the side of the door. Mr. L's on the other side, as they're giving you guys cover, and I transfer a Cthulhu with you guys. That was not the intention. No, I transfer two. All right.
What did Mr. L say? You cut out then.
He said, "It's amazing the things you can achieve, my goddess."
Well, it is tough work, but we're getting all through this together. I'm appreciative of your trust in me, as I believe in all, as I will uphold it for all of you. What do we see as we get closer to this door?
Very well. As you get closer to that door, most of this room is taken up by an enormous pool, roughly 60 feet across. The liquid in the pool is murky, but dim green light wells up from the depths. Two tapered rods just jut from the wall near the pool. The strange fluid presses in all sides as you look into the pool. The moment you enter, anyone entered? No one entered?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just waiting for your description. Legend, has 10 minutes passed since I took my draconic flight? Would you say?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Okay, so then I'm back to my normal self then.
Okay. And that means your bardic inspiration is gone. All right. And Lumpa's haste is also gone at this point.
How long has it been since I cast shape change? That lasts an hour.
It hasn't been an hour yet. Are you shape changing something else? You holding concentration?
No, but I am still holding concentration on it,
All right.
so I can continue to change shapes.
Very
Just
well.
Double checking on that.
Very well. You're all standing there near the entrance. Arleth as well is with you. And all you see is this pool, and the rods are right here. Nope, that's not the one I wanted. The rods are right there. You can peek from the side here. XT, you can see the rods, and you can hear the crackling of the rod's energy.
Well, who wants to step in first? Would you like me to?
I'll go with you.
All
As
right.
Loompa walks, it's better if two of us go
I mean,
together.
this door was revealed by you, so, but I will accompany,
And Loompa walks through.
along with Arathis.
Very well. And as you walk through, you feel as if...
Do you feel
Okay.
the shapes of the walls
Yes.
right at the
I
end?
was... Yes, I
That's
was...
all we heard.
Okay. Let me try this again. One last time. Let's see if we can conclude this again. Unbelievable.
No, we
No, you're back now.
Okay.
You're back now.
All right.
Keep talking.
So, okay,
Rolling.
let's try this. Let's see if I'm not being phased away from YouTube existence. The briny maze that you see around you seems to be twisting. It's almost as if the shapes of the wall are no longer permanent. You see the pool in front of you. It's almost as if there is this shifting tide. You hear this eerie resonance in the air, almost as if they're whispers being carried by the wind. But there's no wind in this place. But perhaps those are not whispers. Those are not words. That's something older. That noise doesn't make much sense. And your minds start to feel as if they were flexible, malleable. And suddenly your thoughts seem to not stay on a single track. Everything seems to be paused, and then everything seems to be moving. The swaying of pausing and moving kind of makes you feel like you're getting frozen in time, or you might be losing your senses, or you might faint at any point. You see the distant call you hear the distant calls of unseen creatures, and suddenly total silence. Stillness settles. There is this thick and unnatural sense in the air, and the very concept of motion suddenly is momentarily forgotten by your mind. And then from nowhere, and perhaps from everywhere all at once, you see something forming in front of you. A crackling coil of red light, and it starts to open as if creating a window in space, maybe a portal, maybe it's your exit out of here. As you look into it, you see in the distance the sides of tentacles drifting behind this window that is opening right above the pool. And suddenly you see a pair of eyes looking back at you. They blink in random intervals, out of sync. And suddenly you just see a towering face emerging. More eyes. And another one. Another pair of eyes. The creature seems to resemble something that was perhaps almost humanoid if it wasn't for the tentacles coming from the back of its head. As it appears there on top of the pool, he looks at all of you and say,
"Ah, the tides of your perception fail against the reefs of what is. Do you feel it, little deities? The illusion of structure dissolving, the truth of fluidic existence seeping into your minds. This labyrinth is not a place. It is a question. And every path you take is merely an answer you have already given yourself, long before your minds ever formed the thought. I can see what you are thinking, minutes before you are aware of your own thought. Tell me then, what shore did you leave behind? In which shore is waiting for you ahead? But do not be so certain that the two are that different. All currents lead to the same abyss after all.
And as he says that to you, you can all roll a sanity check.
Even though it's not in the room?
Even who is not in the room. Everybody who is listening.
I'll roll d20 and then we'll see. 20.
How do we roll this again? What is the
your sanity?
what is the save?
What is your sanity
18.
score? 18. So you
18.
have a +4. Roll
Plus
1d20 plus 4.
Okay.
Since I have a 23, I have a +6, so I got a 20.
Excellent.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Manny Markle, I'll address you in a second. Arathis lose
Lucky that for me.
-1 sanity. And
Yep.
yes, his sanity is 16 out of a 22, so he has a +3 now. Someone roll 1d20 +3 for him.
Alright, I got you guys. 6.
Very well. His sanity is now 15. All of you hear what he's saying, and everything that he's saying sounds so wise, so truthful. Except for Lumpa. Lumpa, to you, it sounds confusing. Not lies, not deception, confusing. You don't quite understand. For all the rest of you, it sounds... everything he's saying sounds like truth, and the questions that he's asking seems like the right questions to ask at this very moment. One among you, however, Manny Markle, to you, nothing has ever sound so truthful. The questions he's asking you make you fall onto your knees. Tears come out of your eyes as you can't even understand why you're feeling so emotional about these words. You lose 2 points of sanity. And you can't hold concentration on anything for the next 24 hours. And the question that the creature asks you, whatever that creature is, the question it asks you still hangs in the air. And those were, what shore did you leave behind, and which shore is waiting for you ahead? Those questions are still replaying in your mind. And before, of course, you try to answer, you can think about them for a week as we'll conclude this session here. Thank you, everybody, for watching and for bearing with us during this very terrible, technically difficult session. I've been disconnected, and I was keeping count. I've been disconnected 38 times from YouTube during this session. 38 times. Oh, 39 now. I might just have been disconnected at 39.
Make it 39.
Make it 39. That's exactly what I was just saying. Make it 39. thank you all. If you like the content, please subscribe. There is much more coming in the future. We have a Patreon page now. You can see in the description of the video below if you want to support our content creation. Or if you want to join one of our tables, just head it there. Thank you very much for watching, and it's a pleasure having you here. Have a good night, everybody.